It would reshape how we understand the origins of life, not just on Mars, but across the universe. Have you ever wondered if life once thrived or still exists on Mars? From ancient oceans and microbial fossils to mysterious methane bursts, Mars has fueled some of the most fascinating theories about extraterrestrial life. What if our neighboring red planet holds the answers to questions about the origin of life itself? Join us as we explore 7 mind-blowing theories about life on Mars that could completely reshape how we see the universe. Martian microbial life in the ancient past. Mars wasn't always the cold and barren desert we see today. Billions of years ago, the planet had an entirely different environment, one that might have been perfect for supporting microbial life. Scientists believe that during its early history, Mars had flowing rivers, lakes, and even large oceans, along with a much thicker atmosphere that could have created stable conditions for life to thrive. One of the most fascinating clues comes from the discovery of ancient riverbeds, deltas, and mineral deposits scattered across the Martian surface. These features point to a time when liquid water was abundant on the planet, and where there's water, there's a possibility for life. On Mars, these wet environments may have been home to microbial colonies. NASA's Curiosity rover even found organic molecules in Martian soil, which could have formed in the presence of ancient life. While they aren't definitive evidence, they make a compelling case for further exploration, especially when you look at extremophiles on Earth, microorganisms that thrive in harsh environments. From boiling hot springs to deep-sea hydrothermal vents, life on Earth has proven incredibly resilient, suggesting that if microbes could survive such extreme conditions here, similar life forms could have adapted to Mars. Early Mars likely had geothermal heat and volcanic activity, providing energy sources that could have fueled life in much the same way. Future missions like Perseverance and ExoMars are designed to dig deeper into this question by studying ancient Martian rocks and drilling into the planet's surface, searching for biosignatures, chemical or structural markers that indicate the presence of past life. If evidence of ancient microbes is ever found, it would reshape how we understand the origins of life, not just on Mars, but across the universe. Mars might not just be a neighbor in space, it could be a key to answering one of humanity's oldest questions: are we alone? Methane mysteries and living organisms. Mars has been keeping us on the edge of our seats with its methane mystery. For years, scientists have detected fluctuating levels of methane gas in the Martian atmosphere, raising the question of its origin, especially since on Earth, methane is often linked to biological activity produced by living organisms like microbes or larger creatures. When methane spikes were recorded on Mars, it sparked an exciting debate about the possibility of life on the red planet. What makes this discovery so intriguing is how methane behaves, as it doesn't last long in an atmosphere like Mars's because sunlight and chemical reactions break it down relatively quickly, meaning if it's being detected, something must be actively producing it. Scientists believe there are 2 possibilities. It could be a geological process like serpentinization, where certain types of rocks interact with water and heat to release methane. Or it could be biological, hinting at microbial life living beneath the surface. What's fascinating is how both explanations are equally plausible, given that Mars has evidence of underground reservoirs where water might still exist in liquid form, providing perfect conditions for methane-producing microbes to survive. On Earth, similar microbes thrive in extreme conditions, like deep underground or at the bottom of the ocean, without needing sunlight, suggesting that if similar life exists on Mars, it might be tucked away in subsurface environments, safe from the planet's harsh surface conditions. The European Space Agency's Trace Gas Orbiter and NASA's Perseverance rover are actively investigating these methane spikes, trying to trace their origin. The hope is that further data will reveal whether Mars's methane has a geological or biological source. If methane is linked to life, it could mean Mars isn't just a relic of the past, it could be harboring life even now. And even if it's geological, it tells us Mars is more dynamic than we ever imagined, with the answers out there and every new clue bringing us closer to unraveling the story. Water beneath the surface. Mars has always fascinated us, especially regarding water, as evidence suggests liquid water might still exist beneath its barren surface. This discovery could be a game-changer, not just for understanding Mars's history, but for the possibility of current life, as subsurface water reservoirs could hold the key to the planet's greatest secrets. In 2018, researchers using data from ESA's Mars Express orbiter detected a massive lake of liquid water buried beneath the South Polar ice cap, stretching about 12 miles across. The water is incredibly salty due to minerals that lower its freezing point, allowing it to stay liquid despite freezing temperatures, an environment similar to Earth's hypersaline lakes that support microbial life. The search hasn't stopped there, with radar signals suggesting additional water pockets near the original discovery. These findings suggest underground aquifers might spread across Mars, with some being relics from its wetter past, while others might be sustained by geothermal heat. What makes this thrilling is the potential for these reservoirs to support life, as even in Earth's harshest places, like Antarctica or the Dead Sea, microbial life thrives in salty, isolated waters. Mars might have similar conditions underground, where life could exist safely away from radiation. Future missions like ESA's ExoMars or NASA's Perseverance rover aim to investigate further. Each discovery brings us closer to understanding whether Mars is not just a world of ancient mysteries, but a planet harboring current life beneath its surface. Beneath its dusty exterior, Mars might hide the greatest scientific discovery, active water and possibly life itself. The red planet continues to surprise us, suggesting its most fascinating secrets lie not on its surface but deep within. Martian meteorites, seeds of life. Martian meteorites hold fascinating clues about life on Mars, as these pieces of the red planet, ejected by massive asteroid impacts, eventually made their way to Earth and contain hints suggesting Mars may have once hosted life. These cosmic messengers offer a unique glimpse into Mars's ancient past, with dozens found scattered across our planet. One famous example is ALH 84001, discovered in Antarctica in 1984, containing tiny structures that some scientists believe resemble fossilized microbial life, along with organic compounds and magnetite crystals that sparked intense debate about their origin. While the question of whether these features are biological remains unresolved, ALH 84001 transformed our perspective on Mars and life in the cosmos. What's even more intriguing is that these meteorites often contain organic molecules and amino acids, the building blocks of life, suggesting Mars may have had conditions suitable for life to emerge. Scientists are particularly fascinated by isotopic ratios within the meteorites, which indicate water interaction and chemical reactions that could support life, aligning with other evidence of ancient water on Mars. The implications extend beyond the meteorites themselves, as some researchers propose that Earth and Mars may have exchanged biological material through meteorite impacts in the distant past. If microbial life existed on Mars, these meteorites might have acted as seeds, spreading organisms between planets. This interconnection of our solar system raises profound questions about life's origins and distribution. Each meteorite analysis provides new insights into Mars's potential for harboring life. As we continue studying these cosmic travelers, they may reveal not only Mars's secrets but also clues about life's origins in the universe. These space rocks serve as bridges between worlds, connecting Earth's present to Mars's mysterious past. The panspermia hypothesis: Mars as a life seed. The panspermia hypothesis suggests that life might not have originated on Earth but was seeded here by microbial life traveling through space, with Mars often taking center stage as scientists speculate that Earth's life might have come from Martian meteorites. This idea fundamentally challenges our understanding of life's origins and suggests Earth and Mars share a deeper connection than previously thought. Mars stands as a strong candidate for being a life-seeding planet because billions of years ago, it may have been much more Earth-like, with flowing water, a thicker atmosphere, and life-supporting temperatures. During that early period when meteorite impacts were frequent in the solar system, powerful asteroid strikes on Mars could have ejected rocks containing microbial life into space, potentially reaching Earth over thousands or millions of years. The discovery of Martian meteorites on Earth proves such material transfer is possible, lending credibility to the theory. What makes this hypothesis particularly compelling is the remarkable resilience of certain microorganisms, as some bacteria and archaea can survive extreme conditions from freezing temperatures to the vacuum of space. If microbes could endure interplanetary travel, It suggests life might spread throughout the cosmos, rather than arising independently in isolated locations. Mars might have acted as a starter planet, where early microbial life developed before being transported to Earth through cosmic debris. The implications of panspermia push us to reconsider life's boundaries and origins, suggesting that Earth's earliest organisms might have been part of a larger interplanetary system. This raises intriguing possibilities about life existing elsewhere in our solar system, potentially seeded from Mars or Earth. The panspermia hypothesis reframes life's story as a cosmic narrative that spans multiple worlds. These connections between planets suggest that understanding life's origins requires us to look beyond Earth and consider the complex interactions between celestial bodies over billions of years. Subsurface life in hydrothermal systems. Mars holds many mysteries, but one of the most exciting is the possibility of life beneath its surface, particularly in ancient hydrothermal systems where planetary heat interacts with water, environments that teem with extremophile organisms on Earth. Billions of years ago, Mars was radically different, with liquid water, volcanic activity, and a thick atmosphere that would have naturally created hydrothermal systems. When water seeped below the surface, it could have interacted with magma or other heat sources, creating perfect conditions for microbial life to emerge and potentially persist for millions or billions of years after the surface became inhospitable. Just as Earth's extremophiles thrive in hydrothermal vents and subglacial hot springs by living off chemical energy rather than sunlight, Martian life could have adapted to survive underground, feeding on minerals and compounds produced by hydrothermal activity. The discovery of methane and other gases on Mars hints at the possibility of ongoing microbial life in these subsurface environments, protected from the harsh surface conditions. Both NASA's Perseverance rover and ESA's ExoMars mission are investigating these possibilities, analyzing Martian rocks and soil for evidence of hydrothermal activity and potential biosignatures. Understanding Mars's hydrothermal history is crucial because these systems could have provided long-term habitable environments even as the planet's surface changed dramatically. If we find evidence of past or present life in these environments, it would revolutionize our understanding of habitability in the universe. The search for life in Mars's hydrothermal systems represents a convergence of geology, chemistry, and biology. These underground environments might have preserved conditions suitable for life long after Mars's surface became inhospitable. The study of Martian hydrothermal systems could reveal not just the planet's history, but also provide insights into how life might persist in extreme environments throughout the cosmos. Ancient oceans and Mars's lost atmosphere. Mars was once a world of water, where vast oceans covered parts of the planet's surface, as evidenced by dried-up river valleys, ancient shorelines, and water-formed minerals discovered by orbiters and rovers. These findings reveal Mars had a warmer, wetter climate capable of supporting large bodies of liquid water, making these ancient oceans prime candidates for the potential origin of Martian life. While some of Mars's water remains locked in polar ice caps or hidden underground, a significant amount has vanished into space, tied to the planet's atmospheric history. Long ago, Mars had a much thicker atmosphere rich in carbon dioxide, creating a greenhouse effect that trapped heat and allowed water to exist in liquid form. The loss of this atmosphere is believed to be caused by Mars's weak magnetic field, as unlike Earth, Mars lacks global magnetic shielding from the sun's powerful solar wind. Over billions of years, this solar wind stripped away the Martian atmosphere, leaving it thin and unable to retain heat, causing the planet's surface water to either freeze or evaporate into space. NASA's MAVEN spacecraft continues studying this atmospheric loss process, helping scientists reconstruct ancient Mars and assess whether its oceans could have supported microbial life. The existence of an ocean as vast as Earth's Arctic Ocean makes the possibility of past Martian life more compelling. Understanding the relationship between Mars's lost atmosphere and ancient oceans provides crucial insights into planetary evolution and habitability. Scientists are particularly intrigued by evidence suggesting these oceans persisted for hundreds of millions of years. The transformation from a water-rich world to today's desert planet serves as a stark reminder of how planetary conditions can change dramatically over time. Mars's ancient oceans tell a story of a planet that might have once been remarkably similar to early Earth, raising intriguing questions about life beyond our planet. And that wraps up our deep dive into 7 theories about life on Mars that could very well be true. Whether it's hidden microbes, ancient oceans, or Martian meteorites, the red planet continues to hold some of the universe's greatest secrets. If you enjoyed this cosmic exploration, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to InnoVision Tech. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Until next time, keep reaching for the stars with us. Have you ever thought about how the sun shapes every part of our daily lives? From fueling our bodies to uplifting our moods, its effects go far beyond just lighting up the day. What if I told you that the sun's impact could be as complex as it is fascinating? Join us as we dive into the 7 most surprising ways the sun influences your life and the world around you. Trust me, you won't want to miss these eye-opening revelations. The sun and vitamin D. The sun isn't just a warm ball of light in the sky, it's actually your body's best ally when it comes to producing vitamin D. Known as the sunshine vitamin, vitamin D plays a crucial role in maintaining strong bones, a healthy immune system, and even your mood. When sunlight hits your skin, it triggers a process that helps your body create this essential nutrient naturally. This connection between sunlight and vitamin D makes the sun an underrated yet incredibly powerful health booster. What's fascinating is how vital vitamin D is for your overall health. It works by helping your body absorb calcium and phosphorus, which are the building blocks of strong and healthy bones. Without enough of it, you might face issues like bone pain, muscle weakness, or even conditions like osteoporosis. But that's not all. Vitamin D also keeps your immune system in check, helping it fight off colds, flu, and other infections. It's amazing how a few rays of sunlight can do so much good for your body, right? There's also a strong connection between vitamin D and mental well-being. Research shows that vitamin D influences mood by playing a role in the production of serotonin, the feel-good hormone. That's why spending time in the sun can lift your spirits and help combat feelings of sadness or seasonal depression. Even just 10 to 30 minutes of sunlight a few times a week can give you a natural boost that supplements and diets alone might not provide. Of course, this depends on factors like skin tone, location, and the time of year, but the benefits of sunlight are universal. While sunlight is a great source of vitamin D, it's essential to balance it with sun safety. Overexposure to UV rays can cause skin damage, so you'll want to find that sweet spot, enough to get the benefits but not enough to harm your skin. If you live in a place with limited sunlight, fortified foods or supplements can help, but nothing beats the magic of natural sunlight. So next time the sun is out, take a moment to soak it in. You're not just enjoying the warmth, but you're giving your body one of nature's most vital gifts. Sunlight and circadian rhythms. Your body operates on a finely tuned schedule called the circadian rhythm, and sunlight is its ultimate guide. This internal clock manages your sleep, energy levels, and even your mood, all in a 24-hour cycle. When sunlight enters your eyes, it triggers your brain to suppress melatonin, the hormone responsible for making you feel drowsy. This process signals your body that it's time to wake up and be active, setting the pace for the day ahead. Morning sunlight is particularly powerful for aligning your circadian rhythm. Stepping outside for natural light exposure within an hour of waking up helps regulate your energy levels and improves your alertness. It also helps combat the effects of spending too much time indoors under artificial light, which often doesn't provide the same benefits. A simple habit like opening your curtains or going for a quick walk outside can make a noticeable difference in your focus and productivity throughout the day. As evening approaches, the absence of sunlight allows your body to gradually increase melatonin production, helping you wind down for the night. This natural cycle is essential for good sleep quality. If you don't get enough sunlight during the day, your internal clock can become confused, leading to restless nights or trouble falling asleep. This connection between sunlight and sleep is one of the reasons why experts recommend limiting screen time at night, as the blue light from devices can mimic sunlight and disrupt your rhythm. Beyond just sleep, your circadian rhythm affects nearly every part of your health, from digestion to mental well-being. Regular exposure to sunlight helps maintain this balance, supporting your overall vitality. Even just 20 minutes of sunlight a day can have a profound impact, whether it's during your morning coffee on the porch or a midday stroll. By making time for sunlight, you're giving your body the tools it needs to stay in sync with its natural rhythm, improving both how you feel and how you function. Boosting mood through sunlight. Sunlight has an incredible ability to lift your spirits and brighten your day, quite literally. When sunlight hits your skin and eyes, it triggers the release of serotonin, often called the feel-good hormone. Higher serotonin levels are linked to improved mood, a sense of calm, and even increased focus. This is one reason why spending time outdoors on a sunny day feels so rejuvenating. It's not just in your head, it's a real chemical response happening in your body. Seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, is a perfect example of how sunlight impacts mood. This condition, which affects people during the darker winter months, is often linked to reduced sunlight exposure and a corresponding drop in serotonin levels. Light therapy is one of the most common treatments for SAD, but simply spending more time in natural sunlight can work wonders. A morning walk or even sitting near a sunny window can be a simple way to boost your mood and energy levels during gloomy days. Sunlight also helps regulate melatonin, the hormone responsible for sleep, which is closely tied to mental health. By soaking in daylight, especially in the morning, you're signaling your brain to stay awake and alert, setting a healthy rhythm for your day. When your sleep and wake cycles are balanced, your overall emotional state improves, and you're better equipped to handle stress and challenges. Even on days when you feel down, stepping outside and letting the sunlight work its magic can be a powerful, natural pick-me-up. The best part? You don't need hours of sun exposure to see the benefits. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day can significantly impact your serotonin levels and overall mood. Whether it's taking a quick break during work, gardening in your backyard, or enjoying your morning coffee outside, these small habits can make a big difference. Sunlight is nature's antidepressant, offering you a free and accessible way to enhance your mental well-being, one sunny moment at a time. The sun in your skin. Sunlight is essential for life, and your skin is its first point of contact. On one hand, the sun provides many benefits for your skin, including aiding in the production of vitamin D, which helps strengthen bones and boost your immune system. A little bit of sunlight exposure can even help with certain skin conditions like psoriasis and eczema by reducing inflammation. The warmth of the sun on your skin often feels energizing, making short periods outdoors a simple way to feel refreshed. But like anything, too much of a good thing can turn harmful. Excessive exposure to ultraviolet rays or UV rays from the sun can damage your skin in ways you might not even notice right away. UV rays penetrate the outer layers of your skin, speeding up the breakdown of collagen and elastin. Over time, this can lead to wrinkles, age spots, and other signs of premature aging. It's like the sun gives you a glow now, but silently fast-forwards the aging process. Sunburn is the most immediate way your skin signals that it's had enough. It's more than just redness and discomfort. Sunburn represents cellular damage that can accumulate over time, increasing your risk of skin cancer. This is why wearing sunscreen is more than a summer habit. It's a year-round necessity. Broad-spectrum sunscreen protects you from both UVA rays, which age your skin, and UVB rays, which burn it. Pair that with protective clothing and sunglasses, and you're giving your skin the best defense against overexposure. The key is balance. Enjoying the sun in moderation can bring benefits to your skin and overall health, but respecting its power is essential. Seek shade during peak hours, typically between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And don't skip on reapplying sunscreen, especially after swimming or sweating. The sun can be both a source of vitality and a cause of harm, depending on how you interact with it. Treat it wisely, and you can enjoy all its gifts without putting your skin at unnecessary risk. Sunlight and immune support. The sun doesn't just light up your day, it also powers your immune system. Moderate exposure to sunlight has been shown to stimulate the production of white blood cells, which play a critical role in fighting infections and keeping you healthy. These immune-boosting cells are your body's first line of defense, and sunlight helps ensure they're ready to tackle any invaders. It's like a natural energy boost for your internal shield. Sunlight also plays a key role in maintaining healthy levels of vitamin D, which is essential for immune regulation. Vitamin D supports the production of antimicrobial proteins that help ward off bacteria and viruses, making your body more resilient to illnesses. In fact, studies have shown that individuals with adequate vitamin D levels tend to recover more quickly from infections compared to those who are deficient. But there's more to the story. Sunlight also helps reduce chronic inflammation, which can weaken your immune system over time. By calming inflammatory responses in your body, sunlight creates a more balanced environment for your immune system to function effectively. This is especially important for people dealing with autoimmune conditions, where an overactive immune system can cause harm. The trick is finding the right balance. Too much sun exposure can suppress certain aspects of your immune system, so moderation is key. Spend about 10 to 30 minutes outdoors daily, depending on your skin type and location, to get the immune-boosting benefits without overdoing it. Add this to your wellness routine, and you'll have a healthier, more robust defense system powered by sunlight. Sunlight and sleep. Sunlight is your body's natural alarm clock, setting the stage for a productive day and a restful night. Exposure to morning sunlight helps regulate your circadian rhythms, or your body's internal clock, by signaling that it's time to wake up. This triggers the release of cortisol, the hormone that keeps you alert and focused throughout the day, ensuring your energy levels align with the natural light cycle. As the day progresses and sunlight begins to fade, your body starts producing melatonin, the hormone that prepares you for sleep. This delicate balance between cortisol and melatonin relies on your exposure to natural light during the day. Spending too much time indoors or under artificial light can disrupt this cycle, leading to trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. Sunlight exposure also boosts serotonin production, a neurotransmitter that not only improves mood but also contributes to the production of melatonin. This means that soaking up some sun during the day sets you up for deeper, more restorative sleep at night. It's a win-win for both your mental and physical health, as quality sleep is essential for healing, memory, and overall well-being. To optimize your sleep, aim to spend time outdoors early in the day. Even just 15 minutes of morning sunlight can make a huge difference in syncing your internal clock. Avoid bright screens before bed, as they can mimic sunlight and interfere with melatonin production. Embrace the sun's natural rhythm, and you'll find yourself waking up refreshed and ready to tackle each day. The sun and heart health. Sunlight can work wonders for your heart by supporting cardiovascular health in ways you might not expect. Exposure to sunlight triggers the release of nitric oxide in your blood vessels, which helps them relax and widen. This process, called vasodilation, reduces blood pressure and improves circulation, lowering the risk of heart disease and stroke. Healthy blood pressure isn't the only benefit. Sunlight exposure has been linked to improved cholesterol levels by stimulating the production of vitamin D, which helps regulate the balance between good and bad cholesterol. With consistent, moderate sunlight, you're giving your heart and arteries the support they need to stay strong and healthy. Sunlight also promotes better oxygenation of your body by increasing red blood cell production. This improved oxygen flow reduces strain on your heart and supports endurance, making it easier to stay active and maintain a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're going for a jog or simply enjoying a walk in the park, sunlight adds an extra boost to your cardiovascular performance. To make the most of these benefits, spend time outdoors in the early morning or late afternoon when UV rays are less intense. Combine sunlight exposure with physical activity, like walking or cycling, for a heart-healthy combo that enhances your overall well-being. The sun truly is a natural ally for your heart and a simple way to invest in your long-term health. And that wraps up our exploration of the surprising ways the sun impacts our daily lives. From boosting your mood to fueling your health, the sun is truly one of nature's greatest gifts. So next time you step outside, take a moment to appreciate how this glowing star shapes your world in extraordinary ways. If you enjoyed this journey, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to InnoVision Tech. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of our universe with us. Asteroids, those mysterious space rocks drifting through our solar system, hold secrets that could rewrite everything we know about space, the past, and even our future. Did you know that some asteroids have rings like Saturn, or that they might be responsible for bringing life to Earth? These celestial wanderers are more than just space debris. They are cosmic time capsules, carrying the history of our universe. Join us as we uncover 10 mind-blowing facts about asteroids that will change the way you see the solar system forever. Asteroids can have their own moons. You might think of asteroids as lonely travelers in space, but some of them have companions. Incredibly, many asteroids have their own moons, and scientists have discovered over 150 of these tiny satellite systems. The most famous example is the asteroid Ida, which has a moon named Dactyl. This tiny moon just 1 mile across, orbits its 20-mile-wide parent asteroid like a miniature planet-moon system. Asteroids get their moons in different ways. Some of them form naturally when a large asteroid gets hit by another object, breaking off a chunk that stays in orbit. Others may capture small passing objects due to their gravitational pull. Even more fascinating, some asteroids have multiple moons. The asteroid Eleonora, for example, has 2 moons, making it a tiny solar system of its own. These mini-moon systems help scientists understand how planetary bodies form and evolve. By studying them, astronomers get clues about how Earth's own moon might have formed billions of years ago. Some researchers even believe that asteroids with moons could be key targets for future space mining missions. Imagine a future where humans extract water, metals, and other resources from an asteroid moon system, fueling deep space exploration. If you ever look up at the night sky and think asteroids are just lifeless, isolated space rocks, think again. Some of them are entire worlds of their own, with moons that have been orbiting them for millions of years. What other secrets are hidden in these space wanderers? Some asteroids have rings like Saturn. When you think of planetary rings, Saturn, Jupiter, and Uranus might come to mind. But did you know that some asteroids also have rings? This astonishing discovery was made in 2013 when astronomers noticed that the asteroid Chariklo had 2 thin rings surrounding it, just like a miniature version of Saturn. Chariklo is part of a special group of asteroids called centaurs, which orbit between Jupiter and Neptune. Scientists were shocked to find that this 155-mile-wide space rock had rings because it was previously thought that only large planets could have them. Later, another asteroid, Chiron, was found to have a faint ring system as well, suggesting that asteroid rings might not be as rare as we once believed. So how do these asteroid rings form? One theory is that these rings are made of debris from past collisions. When a smaller object crashes into an asteroid, it can break apart, and if the asteroid has enough gravity, the debris can stay in orbit around it instead of drifting away. Another possibility is that these rings are made of frozen gases, such as methane or water ice, which create a thin, glowing disk around the asteroid. The discovery of rings around asteroids challenges everything we thought we knew about planetary systems. It shows that even small celestial objects can have complex dynamic features that resemble full-fledged planets. Could there be more ringed asteroids out there waiting to be discovered? With future telescopes and space missions, we may find even more surprises in our own cosmic backyard. Asteroids could be the key to understanding the origins of life. Asteroids might hold the answers to one of the biggest mysteries in science, how life began on Earth. These space rocks are like time capsules preserving material from the early solar system. Some of them contain organic molecules, the building blocks of life, which suggests that asteroids may have played a crucial role in bringing life to our planet. In fact, scientists believe that billions of years ago, asteroid impacts may have delivered water, amino acids, and other essential compounds to Earth, helping to kickstart the process of life. One of the most exciting discoveries was made by the Hayabusa 2 and OSIRIS-REx missions, which brought back samples from asteroids Ryugu and Bennu. When scientists analyzed these samples, they found carbon-based molecules and even traces of water, evidence that these asteroids might have once carried ingredients necessary for life. This supports the theory that Earth's oceans and atmosphere could have been shaped by asteroid impacts over millions of years. But the implications go beyond Earth. If asteroids delivered life's essential ingredients here, could the same process have happened elsewhere? Mars, Europa, or even exoplanets in other star systems might have received similar asteroid deliveries, meaning life might not be as rare as we once thought. Some asteroids even contain complex organic molecules similar to those found in comets and interstellar clouds, which raises even more intriguing possibilities about the connections between space rocks and extraterrestrial life. The more we study asteroids, the more we realize they are not just lifeless rocks, they are messengers from the past, carrying clues about how life itself may have started. Future missions to explore and sample more asteroids could bring us closer than ever to answering the ultimate question: are we alone in the universe? Some asteroids are worth trillions of dollars. Asteroids aren't just scientific wonders, they could be the gold mines of the future. Many asteroids contain valuable metals like platinum, gold, nickel, and cobalt, in quantities far greater than what's available on Earth. In fact, just one asteroid, 16 Psyche, is estimated to contain $10 quintillion worth of metal, enough to make every person on Earth a billionaire. 16 Psyche is a unique asteroid because it appears to be almost entirely made of metal. Scientists believe it might be the leftover core of an ancient planet that never fully formed. NASA is sending a mission to study it up close, and if future space mining becomes a reality, Psyche could become one of the most valuable objects in the solar system. But it's not just Psyche. Other asteroids like Bennu and Ryugu contain materials that could be used to build space colonies or fuel deep space missions. Water-rich asteroids could be mined for hydrogen and oxygen, creating fuel stations for future Mars missions. Instead of launching heavy supplies from Earth, astronauts could refuel in space, making deep space travel much more efficient. Companies like Asteroid Mining Corporation, Planetary Resources, and Deep Space Industries are already exploring how to extract resources from space rocks. While mining asteroids is still in the early planning stages, it could become a multi-trillion-dollar industry in the coming decades. Imagine a future where space missions are powered by asteroid resources, allowing humanity to explore the solar system without limits. Some asteroids could wipe out entire cities. Asteroids may be fascinating, but they also pose one of the biggest threats to life on Earth. Throughout history, asteroid impacts have caused mass extinctions, and even today, astronomers keep a close watch on near-Earth objects that could pose a danger to our planet. A space rock just a few hundred meters wide could destroy an entire city, while a larger impact could cause global devastation. One of the most famous asteroid events was the Tunguska explosion in 1908. A small asteroid about 200 feet wide entered Earth's atmosphere over Siberia and exploded with the force of 1,000 Hiroshima bombs, flattening 800 square miles of forest. If that had happened over a populated city, the destruction would have been unimaginable. Even more concerning, it happened without warning. No one saw the asteroid coming. NASA and other space agencies have developed systems to track and study potentially hazardous asteroids. The DART mission, which successfully crashed a spacecraft into an asteroid to change its course, proved that we can deflect dangerous space rocks if necessary. Future missions might involve using nuclear explosions, gravity tractors, or even laser beams to push an asteroid away from Earth. Despite the risks, Earth is lucky to have Jupiter as a cosmic shield. The gas giant's massive gravity helps deflect many incoming asteroids, preventing them from hitting our planet. But astronomers say it's only a matter of time before another major asteroid impact happens. The real question is, will we be ready? Asteroids could become the fuel stations of the future. One of the biggest challenges for space exploration is carrying enough fuel. But what if we didn't have to launch fuel from Earth? What if asteroids themselves could supply water, oxygen, and rocket fuel for deep space missions? Many asteroids contain frozen water in their rocky interiors. By using electrolysis, scientists can break water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen, which are the key ingredients for rocket fuel. This means that instead of carrying tons of fuel from Earth, future spacecraft could simply refuel at asteroids, dramatically reducing mission costs and making long-distance space travel much more practical. NASA's Artemis program and private space companies like SpaceX are already considering asteroid mining operations as part of their plans for Mars colonization. If astronauts could land on an asteroid, extract its water and turn it into fuel, they could use it to power return missions or even fuel space stations orbiting Mars and beyond. Mining asteroids for resources could also make space tourism a reality. Right now, trips beyond low Earth orbit are rare and expensive, but if asteroid fuel stations become operational, commercial spacecraft could travel deeper into space without worrying about fuel shortages. Imagine space hotels orbiting near asteroids with tourists stopping by on their way to the Moon or Mars. Asteroids may be small, but they could hold the key to humanity's future in space. Instead of seeing them as obstacles or threats, we might soon view them as stepping stones to an interplanetary civilization. Asteroids may have once been mini-planets. Asteroids might look like random chunks of rock, but some of them were once much more. Scientists believe that certain asteroids are actually the remnants of mini-planets or protoplanets that tried to form billions of years ago but never made it into full-fledged worlds. These space rocks could give us a glimpse into what the early solar system was like before planets like Earth, Mars, and Jupiter took shape. One of the best examples is Vesta, the second largest object in the asteroid belt. Unlike most asteroids, which are rough and irregular, Vesta has a layered interior like Earth, with a core, mantle, and crust. This suggests that it started forming as a planet, but was disrupted before it could grow large enough. If Vesta had continued developing, it might have become a small planet orbiting between Mars and Jupiter. Other asteroids like Pallas and Hygiea also show signs of planetary formation. Some even have magnetic fields, suggesting they once had molten interiors, just like Earth's early stages. Studying these asteroids helps scientists piece together the story of how planets form and why some objects became full planets while others remained as smaller, broken pieces drifting through space. If we think of asteroids as nothing more than space rubble, we might be missing the bigger picture. Some of them are frozen snapshots of failed planets, holding clues about the chaotic early days of our solar system. The next time you hear about an asteroid mission, remember, astronomers aren't just studying space rocks. They're looking at pieces of lost worlds that never got their chance to shine. An asteroid collision may have created Earth's moon. Earth's moon is one of the most mysterious objects in the solar system, and scientists believe it may have been created by a cataclysmic asteroid impact. According to the giant impact hypothesis, about 4.5 billion years ago, a Mars-sized asteroid called Theia slammed into the early Earth. The collision was so intense that it sent massive amounts of debris into space, which eventually clumped together to form the moon. This theory explains why the moon's composition is so similar to Earth's mantle, suggesting they share a common origin. When Apollo astronauts brought back lunar samples, scientists found that the moon's rocks contained the same isotopes found in Earth's crust. This provided strong evidence that the moon wasn't captured from space but was actually born from our own planet's destruction and rebirth. If this impact had never happened, Earth would be a very different place today. The moon plays a critical role in stabilizing Earth's tilt, creating the cycles of seasons and influencing ocean tides. Without it, the planet's climate might be too chaotic for life as we know it. Some scientists even believe that Theia's impact helped create the conditions necessary for life to eventually emerge. The idea that a colossal asteroid impact shaped not just Earth but its entire future is both terrifying and fascinating. It's a reminder that asteroids aren't just distant space rocks. They are cosmic forces that can create, destroy, and transform entire worlds in an instant. There's an entire belt of asteroids between Mars and Jupiter. The asteroid belt is one of the most fascinating regions of our solar system, located between Mars and Jupiter. It's filled with millions of asteroids ranging in size from tiny pebbles to giant objects like Ceres, Vesta, and Pallas. But despite what movies might make you think, it's not a chaotic, debris-filled region where spaceships have to dodge obstacles. Most asteroids are actually millions of miles apart from each other. The asteroid belt is a relic from the early solar system, made of material that never formed into a planet. Scientists believe that if Jupiter's gravity hadn't been so strong, these asteroids might have come together to form a fifth rocky planet. Instead, they remained in limbo, trapped between the influence of Mars and Jupiter. One of the most mysterious objects in the asteroid belt is Ceres, which is classified as both an asteroid and a dwarf planet. Unlike most asteroids, Ceres has a thin atmosphere, possible underground oceans, and even evidence of recent cryovolcanic activity, where icy volcanoes release water instead of lava. Some researchers think Ceres could even harbor microbial life beneath its frozen crust, making it a key target for future space missions. Exploring the asteroid belt isn't just about understanding our past, it's about preparing for the future. If humanity ever expands into space, these asteroids could be mined for resources, providing the raw materials for building space colonies. In a way, the asteroid belt isn't just a graveyard of failed planets, it's a potential stepping stone to the next phase of human civilization. Some asteroids travel in swarms with Earth. Not all asteroids are drifting randomly through space. Some of them actually travel with Earth as it orbits the Sun. These asteroids, called Trojan asteroids, share our planet's orbit, moving in synchronized paths ahead of or behind Earth like cosmic companions. Trojan asteroids are found near what are called Lagrange points, special areas in space where the gravitational forces of the Sun and Earth balance out, allowing objects to remain stable. While Jupiter has thousands of Trojan asteroids, Earth's Trojans are much rarer. So far, only a few have been discovered, but astronomers believe there may be many more hiding in Earth's orbital path. One of the most famous Earth Trojans is 2020 XL5, which was confirmed in 2022 as a stable companion to our planet. Scientists believe these Trojan asteroids could be excellent targets for future space missions, as they are much closer than the asteroid belt and could provide valuable resources for deep space travel. Some researchers even suggest that they could be used as stepping stones for missions to Mars, since they require much less energy to reach than the Moon or Mars itself. The idea that Earth is silently sharing its orbit with hidden asteroids is both eerie and exciting. While they pose no threat to our planet, they represent a new frontier in space exploration. Who knows, one of these cosmic companions might be the perfect base for future space stations, providing an ideal launch point for missions beyond our solar system. Asteroids are more than just space rocks. They are the architects of planets, the messengers of life, and even the hidden keys to humanity's future in space. Whether they formed our moon, delivered the ingredients of life, or held the resources to power our next great journey, asteroids continue to shape the fate of our solar system in ways we are only beginning to understand. If you enjoyed this exploration, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to InnoVision Tech. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Until next time, keep discovering the world's wonders with us. Have you ever wondered if life once thrived or still exists on Mars? From ancient oceans and microbial fossils to mysterious methane bursts, Mars has fueled some of the most fascinating theories about extraterrestrial life. What if our neighboring red planet holds the answers to questions about the origin of life itself? Join us as we explore 7 mind-blowing theories about life on Mars that could completely reshape how we see the universe. Martian microbial life in the ancient past. Mars wasn't always the cold and barren desert we see today. Billions of years ago, the planet had an entirely different environment, one that might have been perfect for supporting microbial life. Scientists believe that during its early history, Mars had flowing rivers, lakes, and even large oceans, along with a much thicker atmosphere that could have created stable conditions for life to thrive. One of the most fascinating clues comes from the discovery of ancient riverbeds, deltas, and mineral deposits scattered across the Martian surface. These features point to a time when liquid water was abundant on the planet, and where there's water, there's a possibility for life. On Mars, these wet environments may have been home to microbial colonies. NASA's Curiosity rover even found organic molecules in Martian soil, which could have formed in the presence of ancient life. While they aren't definitive evidence, they make a compelling case for further exploration, especially when you look at extremophiles on Earth, microorganisms that thrive in harsh environments. From boiling hot springs to deep-sea hydrothermal vents, life on Earth has proven incredibly resilient, suggesting that if microbes could survive such extreme conditions here, similar life forms could have adapted to Mars. Early Mars likely had geothermal heat and volcanic activity, providing energy sources that could have fueled life in much the same way. Future missions like Perseverance and ExoMars are designed to dig deeper into this question by studying ancient Martian rocks and drilling into the planet's surface, searching for biosignatures, chemical or structural markers that indicate the presence of past life. If evidence of ancient microbes is ever found, it would reshape how we understand the origins of life, not just on Mars but across the universe. Mars might not just be a neighbor in space, it could be a key to answering one of humanity's oldest questions: are we alone? Methane mysteries and living organisms. Mars has been keeping us on the edge of our seats with its methane mystery. For years, scientists have detected fluctuating levels of methane gas in the Martian atmosphere, raising the question of its origin, especially since on Earth, methane is often linked to biological activity produced by living organisms like microbes or larger creatures. When methane spikes were recorded on Mars, it sparked an exciting debate about the possibility of life on the red planet. What makes this discovery so intriguing is how methane behaves, as it doesn't last long in an atmosphere like Mars's because sunlight and chemical reactions break it down relatively quickly, meaning if it's being detected, something must be actively producing it. Scientists believe there are 2 possibilities. It could be a geological process like serpentinization, where certain types of rocks interact with water and heat to release methane. Or it could be biological, hinting at microbial life living beneath the surface. What's fascinating is how both explanations are equally plausible, given that Mars has evidence of underground reservoirs where water might still exist in liquid form, providing perfect conditions for methane-producing microbes to survive. On Earth, similar microbes thrive in extreme conditions, like deep underground or at the bottom of the ocean, without needing sunlight, suggesting that if similar life exists on Mars, it might be tucked away in subsurface environments, safe from the planet's harsh surface conditions. The European Space Agency's Trace Gas Orbiter and NASA's Perseverance rover are actively investigating these methane spikes, trying to trace their origin. The hope is that further data will reveal whether Mars's methane has a geological or biological source. If methane is linked to life, it could mean Mars isn't just a relic of the past, it could be harboring life even now. And even if it's geological, it tells us Mars is more dynamic than we ever imagined, with the answers out there and every new clue bringing us closer to unraveling the story. Water beneath the surface. Mars has always fascinated us, especially regarding water, as evidence suggests liquid water might still exist beneath its barren surface. This discovery could be a game-changer, not just for understanding Mars's history, but for the possibility of current life, as subsurface water reservoirs could hold the key to the planet's greatest secrets. In 2018, researchers using data from ESA's Mars Express orbiter detected a massive lake of liquid water buried beneath the South Polar ice cap, stretching about 12 miles across. The water is incredibly salty due to minerals that lower its freezing point, allowing it to stay liquid despite freezing temperatures, an environment similar to Earth's hypersaline lakes that support microbial life. The search hasn't stopped there, with radar signals suggesting additional water pockets near the original discovery. These findings suggest underground aquifers might spread across Mars, with some being relics from its wetter past, while others might be sustained